have arrived
Yes.
to this episode of my life, living and breathing as a singing, hip-swinging woman of unshakable faith, and has been no easy feat. Yet I'm here, stronger, wiser, and more powerful than I ever dreamed or imagined I'd be. You see, I spent years trying to escape a mental hell. My first escape was a song. Growing up, I'm Daddy's little girl. I love when I'm with him, and he sings to me. He often chooses a song I love called Scarlet Ribbons. He and Mommy are separated now, and I only get to see him on weekends. I can't wait for Friday to come. Mommy has remarried a white man named Bob Blair. It's the 1960s, and the civil rights movement is well underway. He lives with us in an all-black neighborhood. This is not an easy time for an interracial marriage. Mommy works days, and Bob Blair works nights. So when I get home from school, before Mom gets home, it's just me and Bob Blair, Monday through Thursday. When Bob Blair touches me, I quickly touch an imaginary button in my head and turn on Scarlet Ribbons, so I can focus on the song and tune out the odor of his alcohol-ridden breath, combined with the disgusting odor of sweaty body hair. I squeeze my eyes and thighs tightly shut while wishing my daddy would pick me up and rescue me right now at this time, on this day, with a handful of those beautiful scarlet ribbons he sings to me about. But reality reveals itself, and I feel my legs closing off the entrance to the place Bob Blair always prides them apart to reach. I try to hear Scarlet Ribbons again. I try to press the play button, but I can't hear it anymore. I can't hear it over his cruel words coming from his mouth filled with stinking hot breath saying, if you tell anybody, I'm going to kill you, nigga. Then I'm going to kill your mother and your father and make you an orphan. I'm very well acquainted with orphans because my mean grandmother is a foster parent from hell. And I see what she does to the children who come to live in her home. I'm not going to lose my mommy and daddy just because I'm weak and unable to withstand these moments of discomfort. Moments that feel like eternity, Monday through Thursday after school. At least I know that on Friday, Daddy will rescue me. Years later, long after I'm out of the house and away from Bob Blair and his nasty, despicable ways, I still crave escaping the mental torture. I've endured trauma, vast trauma. So I spent 29 years getting high on one drug or another. However, from 1978 to 1999, I devoted myself to smoking crack. You can't run from reality for that long without some serious consequences. And by the end, my wardrobe consists of somebody's stained trench coat, a Victoria's Secret teddy, some flip-flops, and a rag on my head looking like a zipper with a tongue hanging out. And I think I look damn good. Doing nasty things with nasty people. I say yes when I want to say no. Even my mother closes the door to her home and in my face during the coldest winter nights ever, for fear if she let me in, I would steal the heat. Eventually, I'm not Zoe anymore. I'm referred to as 99G 0947, compliments of the Department of Corrections. During my mess, the only two people who love me unconditionally are my husband Bill and my best friend Coretta. No matter my condition, how I look, how badly I smell, they're there for me. I get locked up for close to 3 years, but I won't let anyone come visit me. I just write letters. I know I'm still sick in many ways, and I have already put my loved ones through enough. On July 17, 2001, I returned to the world. When I get out, the only thing I'm certain of is that I do not want to ever get high again in my life. But when I return to the world, Bill is gone. While I was locked up, he was sentenced to 10 years. And there's no time to say goodbye, to engage in a long kiss, or to make love one last time. Immediately, I make the decision to do every day of Bill's sentence with him. You must understand, during our earth-shaking, tumultuous romance, he continues to be my greatest fan and my biggest source of support and inspiration. After telling him the story of how I became sexually active at an insanely young age and never having learned that both parties were supposed to have a pleasurable experience, Bill became empathetic to my plight and taught me the importance of pleasure in myself. And more importantly, telling people what I want, how I want it, and how I feel. This life-changing advice is not just limited to sexual encounters, but all areas of my life. Bill inspires me to express myself truthfully and to not become preoccupied with other people's feelings and forget myself. During the time Bill is in jail, my legal status prevents me from ever visiting him until the day he's released. Our communication is limited to phone calls and letters. He instructs me to focus on myself, and that is exactly what I do. I work full-time as well as attend school, and I self-published my first book entitled Poetic Recovery, Life Don't Rhyme. I carve out a career for myself, and I commit myself to recreating a new me for me. When he is released, I'm ready for him. I get my husband back and soon get offered a new job with more money and more responsibility. The job description says I'll be responsible for providing 8 teenage mothers with empowerment tools. That will help steer them towards self-sufficiency and independent living. However, it will require more information than I'm equipped with, and a how-to book will not suffice for this group. I become acquainted with Bottomless Closet and take the workshops in personal enrichment, financial development, professional development, and bam, my mind says you can do it. During these workshops, I receive enough information and handouts that I'm able to copy them and utilize them while facilitating similar workshops with my own clients. I incorporate resume writing, creating a budget, proper attire in the workplace, and etiquette. Each week, I take what I learned from Bottomless Closet and teach others. I never run out of material. As a result, I've made myself more relevant in my position at work and have developed a strong desire to do more for the lives of the young teenage mothers I service. Ran out of red cardboard. So living a full life after adversity is a beautiful thing. Not only do I work doing what I love, but I have freedom. I can visit whom I wish. I can choose to wear what I want and have more than a trench coat and a Victoria's Secret teddy to choose from. I read my mail first. I create my own menus, and I have keys to come and go as I please. Before I dragged my baggage, but now I don't even bother to pack. Bill and I have been together for more than 38 years, and we often reflect on the lives that we've lived and survived. And at the end of the day, before lying down for a good night's rest, we make sure to make each other laugh before turning out the light. We praise God daily for his grace and mercy because there were many close calls. I'm no longer 99G0947. I'm Zoe again, and my name means life, and I'm living it to the fullest, one day at a time.